Hello, welcome to another episode of MeatballCraft. How are you guys doing? I'm doing pretty good myself, actually. It's going to be a pretty exciting episode, I think, because we're finally going to be able to go to the furnace dimension. I've been trying to do this for a while now, and we now have enough netherite to do this. So if you weren't aware of what the furnace dimension is, I mean, it's kind of in the name, right? It's a dimension made out of just furnaces. But the whole idea with it, you had to follow a whole goose chase, which started off in a villager house. And this house had this book by an individual who is completely obsessed with furnaces. I love furnace. Furnace are my life. I love them. It talks about the furnace dimension and how he really needs to get there. And near this book, there's this portable furnace, and then it tells you a little hint: nether brick, nether brick, nether brick skull, nether roof. So we go to the nether, and using those hints, we're able to find a structure which contains this book. It's got a lot of words, it's got a lot of nether brick in it and furnaces, right? And at the very end, it tells us, if only I had a demonically gargantuan amount of netherite to ignite it. So this is where I'm not 100% sure, and I'm really hoping it is the case, because the only thing I can think that this is saying is we have to fill this drum, demonically gargantuan drum, with molten netherite. And we did the math last episode, about 455,000 netherite. So a couple episodes ago, we set up this mob farm for the wildfires to give us a netherite, and this is how we got all of the netherite. So with this much, we are ready to go. But we need a couple of steps first to do that. For example, actually melting this into the fluid. There's multiple ways, but right now, one of them is the melter from NuclearCraft, but I don't really want to do this because it's just a little bit more crafting to get these advanced platings. So it looks like the only other way we have right now is the smeltery. And that's not too bad because I think netherite melts really quickly if I put it here. Yeah, it's very quick, so I can just shove them in here and then find a way to pour them out. And actually, now that I think about it, I should be able to just pour them over here in this drum like this. Yeah. This is pretty slow, these ender fluid conduits, so I'm probably just going to make a couple of these speed upgrades and speed that up, and then find a way to automatically dump all of this netherite into there. So transferring over 480,000 netherite ingots, that's not very easy to do with like an Ender IO conduit, right? So I'm thinking of just making a couple of these basic item teslocators, which have proven to us they're pretty good over here. Which does bring me to the other thing we did last episode, which is set up a good amount of auto crafting. So we have plenty of these interfaces for crafting table recipes, and we even have a package crafter for anything to do in a table. And this package crafter, the ultimate one, will do any recipe that uses an extended crafting table. And a quick refresher, mostly for me because it's been a week since I played, select a different slot and tell this, hey, craft this. And then we do save all recipes to holder. There we go. So now this one knows how to craft the basic item teslocator. And I just need to put them one in the unpackager and one in the packager. And then I should be able to craft two of them now. So all I need to do is grab the drawer with it. And it's a good thing that this pack has some config, so when you break it, it doesn't spill everything on the floor, because some mod packs like to do that. And it's totally happened before where I break something with like tens, probably hundreds of thousands of items in there. You break a drawer and then it just crashes your game. Because there's just so much stuff on the floor. But luckily that's not the case over here. So I just need to put this right there. And then the two teslocators like that and like that. And then tell this one output. And there we go. And now it's getting basically everything. And I may need to filter it, but honestly, it doesn't really matter. It can be nuggets if you really... Actually, no, you can't. Hang on, it already broke. The netherite nuggets are not smeltable, so don't put those in there. How do I tell it not to? Do not use filters, they will crash the game. I kind of want to see it. No? Maybe it got fixed in the 0.18 update that I did last episode? No idea. It looks like it's okay. Not enough free space in the smeltery. We just have to pour it out, and I have a couple of speed upgrades for that. I might need more, though. Yeah, this looks like it'll work. So I just need a faster way of transporting the fluid out of there. So let me make a couple more speed upgrades. There's also a fluid test locator, right? Yeah, let me craft this real quick. And I also mentioned last episode, there's a lot of patterns I'm going to be adding. For example, for things like this that are kind of small, I'll just do this off camera. Should be able to just put this here and there, and then tell this one output. It doesn't look very fast, so maybe I need to... Oh, I can give it upgrades, actually. I believe it's glowstone and diamond to make it as fast as possible. Just like this, and then how fast are you? Okay, faster than you can smelt it. And you are also not fast enough, so upgrade you as well. I want it so fast that it crashes my game. Oh, yeah. Okay, it'll be finished eventually. So what I'm also going to do is actually shut off the farm, because I just realized there's nothing from this farm going into the storages, like the netherite, because there's nowhere else it can go. So it's going to fill up. Hang on. So I think I just need to break this NOT gate for now. Right? Yeah, I'll leave it over here, but I have to put it back if I want the farm to run again. Okay, that did not take long at all. I should probably tell this to stop cooking up, right? How much did that waste? Yeah, we only have 5,000 left. That basically ate all of it. Let me do some cleanup here and then we can continue. Pretty sure I can just pick it up. It would be so funny if it deleted all of my contents. I would have had to wait another couple days or something. I think at that point I would have AFK'd, honestly. But I'm glad it didn't. So we finally have the demonically gargantuan drum. And now it doesn't really tell me what to do with it. Do you place it and right click it? Shift right click? Throw it? Is it a crafting recipe actually? Oh, that's what it is. Thank you. Furnace guide live stage, unlock stage. I unlocked it twice, sure. I'm pretty sure it's because of this. It unlocks the actual recipe and to show up in the JEI. That's pretty cool, game stages. So we have this and we can now craft with the ever-burning flint. I'm pretty sure we made this the very first time we were looking for the furnace dimension, not ever. Do I not have it? Hang on, I thought I did. Am I going crazy? I'm pretty sure I did this. I mean, it's not that bad. I just need to make another demonically gargantuan drum. And this one is going to be for the rest of the netherite that got stuck in here because I didn't exactly plan for exact numbers, right? And there it goes. And I think that's everything, right? Yeah, okay. And then for us to get the emberstone, I just need to put a tank right here. And I'm not exactly sure how much emberstone, actually. Let me do the math real quick. It's 16,000 millibuckets divided by 144 per ingot. So give or take 2 stacks of emberstone, and I don't think I have that. Hang on. We did set up the builder. Was it last episode? No, it was 2 episodes ago, and I completely forgot about it. It's still in the nether. But we did get a little bit of emberstone. I don't have enough. Yeah, I don't have enough. So I have to go back to the nether and set up the builder again. So it turns out night vision may not be a good enchantment to have, because then you get some dimensions looking like this. I don't want to be constantly flashbanging you guys, so I think for now I can just take it off. We'll put the builder right here, and then make a 3x3 chunk boundary is what I'm thinking. And then tell this to offset by, I think it was 64, 128 divided by 2. And then this one should be 128. I think it was like that, right? And then give it some power, an ender chest on top, and a redstone signal. And there you go. 54 is probably enough. And then I can always speed it up with the time in the bottle. And then test locators to send it out. And there we go, with a full, not so quite full, because I have ingots on me, hang on. And there it is. And then we craft the ever-burning flint. And then finally, the flint and furnace. Oh man, I'm so excited. I'm also going to try to follow the quest book closely because I don't want to miss things, right? So I'm looking for the furnace heart. I don't quite know what that is, but it looks like once I find this, I can just dupe it with EMC. And it's used for a whole bunch of things. I've also seen mentions of these callstones, and I think they spawn bosses or something like that. Or they do something, I don't know, but there's so much of this stuff, and It even tells you like, oh, this is a boss drop, and then you get something, and then you use that for something else. So there's a lot of cobblestone related to the furnace dimension, and we're going to try to explore as much as that as we can. But for us to actually get to the dimension, we have to build this structure, I believe. And so I need 4 quadruple compressed and then 36 triple compressed. And we don't nearly have that much cobblestone. I could probably set up something to automatically convert the cobblestone into quadruple compressed. But this stuff does spawn in some dungeons in the overworld, and I think that's a little faster. Okay, never mind. It's too much manual crafting, so I'm going to set up a little something for this. So this drawer is going to have cobblestone and automatically convert to up to the double compressed stuff. But the compressed versions of cobblestone don't have the EMC, so you have to craft it. And then have an energy condenser that accepts emerald blocks, but tries to make a lot of cobblestone like that. And then we use a Teslacator to push into there. And then let's get ridiculous with it and give it the full speed upgrades. And there we go. If I check all of this, we have plenty of the double compressed stuff. And that makes it so much easier to craft the tier 3 and the tier 4. And there we go. I think that's all we needed, right? Because the structure itself needs 4 quadruple compressed, 5 blocks of coal, and 36 triple compressed. Yes. Okay. And then I think I just have to right click this, right? Am I ready for this? I don't really know. I think this is like the first dimension that we've been to that isn't vanilla. But I'm just going to go in there and have fun with it. Use this in the overworld to enter the furnace dimension. How dare you? I did build it correctly, right? Yeah? Okay. Let's do it. Hopefully it works this time. Do a couple of squats as always. Oh, here we go. So what exactly am I looking for here? I'm not too sure, actually. But the quest here does say that I have to get a furnace heart. It says boss drop, so I guess we'll go exploring. Bosses? That's not a boss, right? Howlers. Oh, you have no chance. Never mind, I'm scared. Okay, no, we're fine, we're fine. Okay. I guess they make you nauseated and that. Oh, jeez, relax. What is it? Every time I kill them, they make me nausea and darkness? Probably, right? Not too bad. Is there anything inside these furnaces? It really is just a dimension full of furnaces, right? Curious if there's anything in there. I was actually expecting every single floor block, like instead of Tilo's sands, we were gonna have furnaces instead. That would have been so funny. But I'm pretty sure that would have also like caused some kind of chunk bans or something. I don't know. Imagine there was something in here in one of these furnaces. I don't think I'll ever be able to find it. Oh, there's a new purple guy. Hello. Not you. Go away. What about you? What are you? Realm shifter. Are you friendly? Oh, you're friendly. I don't know if I need this, but it's good to know that you're here. There might be more of you later, though. And so exactly what I'm looking for, I'm not too sure. There's a... There's a tree made out of furnaces. This looks kind of suspicious. Oh, it's a spawner. I'll attack the spawner just in case, right? Never mind, I broke it. I think I need Soak Touch. And there's this furnace thing. What are you, pyramid? Anything in there? Doesn't look like it. Okay. I'll walk around for a little bit and then maybe fly up there because there's a couple of like asteroid looking things made out of furnaces as well. Never, hang on, there's a sign over here. Furnace, 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 furnace. Of course. Hey, this looks very suspicious. I probably shouldn't have broken it, right? There's probably like a way out or something. Okay, this looks a little more suspicious. If a world full of furnaces isn't suspicious already. A pillar of furnaces surrounded by more furnaces. Alright, let's see if I can go up there on that little asteroid looking thing. Alright, easy. Hello, is there anything in here? Nope. So I saw two things. There's a battle towers over there. I think it's just a normal battle towers. So let's go clear it out. It shouldn't be too difficult. Hello, sirs. Goodbye, goodbye. He had no chance. I don't really care about it. No, it looks like it's just a regular battle tower. Not really looking for that. But there's another structure over here that's surrounded in bedrock. Chonker. That might be the boss fight that it was talking about. We can't see anything. Where's Chonker? Where you at? You're right there. Can't see you, you're lucky. Probably not too bad of a boss fight. Which does kind of like make it apparent that my weapons are kind of weak. I haven't really thought about it. But maybe there's some upgrades that I can do pretty soon, right? Like this is not weak by any means, but it's still taking a while to kill the guy. That's the furnace heart. Okay, good to know. You have to kill Chonker for it. That even gives us a trophy, Courageous Chonker Clairvoyance, of course. We need to make the furnace callstone and then use that with, looks like it's a boss drop, summon a boss. We're going to just go ahead and do it. I don't really know how strong we are for this. I just want to see this. I'm curious. I think I'm just going to go for it. It says to use it anywhere in the dimension, so sure. Oh, okay. I'm scared. Hang on. Do a couple squats as always. Do it. Furnace Fiend. Something's up with this guy. He's gonna one-shot me. I'm so scared. But yeah, the weapons are kind of a little not strong. They're pretty good, but I don't really know what's the next step in upgrading them. So this modpack version 0.18, it does add a new page about weapons. I guess I'll show you guys whenever I take care of this guy. But it does talk about what kind of weapons I'm expected to see in each chapter. Because I'm pretty sure they also nerfed shurikens in this update. Or they're trying to, because everyone kind of just relies on them. Kind of understandable, they're very powerful, right? Any second now. Poor guy. Ref, do something, put him out of his misery. Alright, we got bedrock stuff. That's probably why he was so unkillable. A name tag. I don't really need this. Chonker. Okay, so this gives us this callstone, which we can craft another callstone, it looks like. Green light callstone. Everything in Telos' furnace is everything. Even the sand that makes up the soil is made up of small granular furnaces. Okay, that's a lot of reading. I'll read this off camera, but it looks like what I'm looking for next is the green light callstone, which is the same thing, but ember instead. I already know what's going to happen. I'm going to right click this and it's going to spawn some kind of super powerful boss. What's going on up here? Is it up top? It's up top. Press this if you want to stop the fight. That's not a good sign. Warning, mobs will keep on spawning until the boss is defeated. Press the button on the roof to reset. Alright, let me get a clear way out of here. And then I guess we'll go. Do a couple squats. Okay, there's a lot of furnace fiends, but you're all kind of weak. It looks like these guys are still gonna spawn until the boss is defeated, so we just have to take care of this guy. Sir, I need you to go inside the room. And you have thorns, of course you do. How's my armor doing? As long as my armor is repaired, I think we're okay. Yeah, hopefully my armor can survive this. I think we're okay, though. Kind of curious, is it better to use my shurikens or my katana? Oh, poor guy. Oh, no. Okay, these guys are not a problem. Man, this is so unfair for him. How does it look in third person? It looks pretty funny. Alright, that was it. Oh, my inventory again. Hang on, let me take a couple seconds to deal with this. The boss did drop this green light ember. My guy's going crazy here. It's not snow, it's more furnaces, of course. It's not just tiny granular furnaces. Now there's tiny crystallized furnaces. So I need saltpeter essence. This might be one of the walls, actually. Yeah, we won't be able to do this right away because it's a tier 3 seed as well. So this might be where we stop our progression of the furnace dimension. Maybe that's what I'll focus on next, is the saltpeter seeds. And so I spent a little bit of time off camera trying to think of a plan of what's next. But it all boils down to actually getting started with bees. For example, for me to get these seeds, I need the base crafting seeds, right? And also these intermediate essences. Base crafting seeds, dripping combs, and rocky combs. And the infusion crystals also need some honeycombs. There's a little bit of breeding that we have to do to get into this. It's not too bad, but I figure that it's best to leave this for its own episode. And there is a whole quest line about bees in the Book of Creation. I will be following this a little more closely. I've already done a lot of it in GT&H, so I don't think I'm going to have that much of a challenge. But we'll focus on this next episode, because I feel like it's better to just have an entire episode for this. And we have a couple minutes left in this one anyways. But with the couple minutes we had, I actually wanted to make progress into one of these weapons, the Nether Slugger. I think that's how you pronounce it. So I did mention that there's a new quest page that they added to the quest book. It's a Faber Ferrarius. It's still a work in progress, of course. It's kind of like the armory, where it lists weapons that you're expected to see in chapter 2 and how good they are with respect to each other. And one of them is that Nether Slugger that I was talking about. I've never played with any of the Advent of Ascension guns, and I kind of want to try it to see what it does. But to get this, there is a little bit of boss fights we have to do. For example, the Nether Bone, we need to fight the Wither, whatever that is. And then King Bam Bam Bam. So I was thinking we can make some progression into a new weapon type, plus do a little bit more of exploration, because that was the whole idea of this episode. So there's a couple of things I'm going to need. These flammable dusts. I'm looking for Nether beasts, I believe. And then once I get a couple of these dusts, to spawn the Nether Wither, I have to do this call stone, which it says just right click a Nether beast with flammable dust. So maybe that's how I get this. And then I also have to find Fury Fires, which is its own boss. And I believe to get that boss to spawn, you have to make this Infernal Flame. I should be able to just do this now, actually. And Infernal Flame. Okay, yeah, we'll do this first. And one more thing before I head out. Gonna connect this ender chest. And then just like before, connect an ender pouch so that if I'm on my travels, I can just drop things in there and it'll get back into storage. So I just need to put this guy right here and we should be good to go. So I remember from Divine Journey 2, it kind of just spawns a big boss and you just have to fight it. Guess we'll just see what happens. Yeah, okay. No, don't fall in there. Get over here. You ain't running away from me. Alright, easy. See, not even a challenge. Okay. So this should have dropped one Fury Fire. I could have sworn I got more. I may have to fight another one because we need to... Alright, I'm going to be a little smarter about this and then just put him in a corner. Yeah, you can't get out now, can you? And... oh, not even an issue. Poor guy, I actually kind of feel bad for him. So that's 2 that we need. And then all this other stuff, I'm going to have to look for it through those Nether beasts. And also King Bam Bam Bam. There's a structure that I stumbled across. I don't think I showed it on camera, but it had a bunch of these mobs called Bam Bams, I think. I think that's what I'm looking for. Let me see if I can find that again. Was it this one? No, but it has Nether beasts. This is also what I'm looking for. Uh-oh. So I remember about this quest a while back. Hunter skill. Yeah, that's right. Duplicate me to farm hunter points. You look kind of funny, sorry. What happens if I just spawn a bunch of you guys? Oh, I can't see anything. You guys are a little loud. And that did not seem to add it by much. So we're looking for level 20 so that we can get those Nether beasts down. I was thinking about it, but I probably used these. Some of these papers do spawn things that increase my hunter level, I think. Yeah. So maybe Blood Hunt is one of them. I just need to get to level 15 because we have a ton of those, these skill crystals. And it says here, ignore skills below level 15. So I'm pretty sure we have to get to at least level 15, which we're almost there. What about death games? Yeah, this one works too. And there we go, level 15. I should be able to just spam. And there it is. Okay, so now we're at level 20, and I should be able to fight those Nether beasts. Oh yeah. Oh, this is one way to farm emberstone. I might take advantage of that at some point if I need a lot of emberstone. Okay, so it says to get that callstone, I should be able to right click. And then we just have to use this in the nether to get this bone because it's going to summon the boss fight, right? I'm not too sure if it's going to be dangerous, but I guess one way to find out, right? Yeah, it's emitting particles. Stand back. You don't want to be anywhere near this when it explodes. I don't know if I'm ready for this. Okay, no, this fancy text. I don't know if I'm ready for this. I think we're okay. Yeah, we are pretty strong. Terrace 2 armor is pretty good. Alright, yeah, okay. You had no chance. That is a lot of, that's a lot of words. Hang on. It's information overload, what just happened. We got a whole bunch of, stuff. But the bone, we can throw it in the EMC. So for the King Bam Bam Bam's pelvis, that's okay. It does need me to get this explosive idol, and I guess I did find it by accident, but I did not show it on camera, so I still want to find that structure just to be able to show it. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's the structure. It has a whole bunch of TNT inside it. It's kind of dangerous. I don't know what fluid that is, but it is very hot, actually. You know what? I'm curious. Let's get a bucket. What are you? Molten Ardite. I'll take that. It's very suspicious in here. I feel like everything's gonna explode as soon as I go in there. You're not gonna explode, right? Okay. No. Okay, I remember this. Yeah, but these guys are the ones that drop these explosive idols. And I guess I'll try to go to a more open area. And do a couple squats. Okay, I think we're okay. Yeah, we're pretty strong. And there we go. We get the pelvis, and that's also EMCable. Okay, so I think out of everything, I think that's it, right? Yeah, I have everything else at base, so let's go back. So I don't have everything at base. I'm still missing the center item, this gun frame, and it looks like I can use a frame bench for this and scrap metal, which I think we have a bunch of scrap metal from the farm. So we'll craft the frame bench. I'm not exactly sure how this works. Oh, do I just tell it what I want? Yeah, okay, sweet, thank you. And then I should be able to craft the slugger. Yo. Oh, that's a slow rate of fire. And it says here, ammo, metal slug. I'm guessing that's you. Doesn't look too expensive either. All right, 64 for now. Do I just shoot? Ooh. Okay, how does the target dummy fare against this? Okay, it's kind of a slow draw. 132 damage per hit. Do you think there's enchantments I can give this to shoot a little faster? I don't really see any way of increasing the speed, but there's a couple other enchants I can put on it. You know, the usuals like unbreaking, mending, and a couple of other things. I'm probably going to make a really powerful one. And we do have all of those books in the enchantment library, a whole ton of them. Okay, so these were the enchantments I was able to fish out from the library. I got Unbreaking 5, Mending, XP Boost 3, Brace, Control 3, and Shell 3. Shell is for more damage, Control is less recoil, and the Brace lets me use it in the offhand. I think that's going to be where it's most useful. Just put it in my offhand while I wail on them with a katana or something, right? There's a couple of corrections I wanted to make on the episode where I set this up. Turns out you can actually give multiple books at the same time. It just takes up whatever's in the area. Like, hey, I'm supposed to apply this many enchantments at the same time. And it just does them all at once. So it's actually way stronger than I first thought. But now this one has all the enchantments that I requested. And all the books are there for next time. And by next time, I'll just cram them into here because I don't have a need for them right now. Okay, how about now? How strong are you? I don't think I can fire it. Okay, it only works in the offhand. 171 per shot. Oh, you can fire much faster in the offhand. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I think that brace upgrade broke it somehow. But it looks like it only works in the offhand and it shoots much faster. I feel like that's a bug. But I'm not going to complain because that's a lot of damage. How about you? Do you have any chance against this? What did I just unlock? Do at least 200 damage in a single hit. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this. But it looks like every time I pick up an item, it refreshes its inventory, so I have to be sure to stay on one item at all times. Like maybe my katana, right? Oh, and mining fatigue really slows it down, so maybe what I'm looking for is more mining, like haste. But we'll go ahead and check that out for next time. Pretty good progress today. We got a fancy new shotgun. Is it a shotgun? It looks like a shotgun. But yeah, fancy new weapon to deal a lot more damage. And we actually did get to the furnace dimension after so long. So next couple of episodes is going to be focused on getting to the rest of the furnace dimension, specifically with bee progress, so that we get this saltpeter essence at the end of it, and then get the whitefire callstone. So we need to do that callstone plus another one to finish up the furnace dimension. Not too expensive, but still also bee progress. So we can't get away from bee progress. So we'll go ahead and do that next episode. But for now, have a good day, take care, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.